Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interbubs. This is ReNDoG coming at you in another episode of Minecraft Survival from the Hermitcraft server. My magnificent internet friends from all over the world, we need to begin today's episode with a sip of a tasty frickin' beverage. Give me 1 second while I get stuck into this warm cup of coffee over here. Oh man, that is what I'm talking about, my dudes. It is a ridiculously rainy day here in England. The weather is absolutely awful. I'm pressing the wrong freaking buttons in the introduction of this episode. And guys, I gotta tell you an honest bit of honesty right now, okay? I don't really know how I'm gonna put today's episode together. I have got so many things to show you in this episode that I'm kind of freaking out about it. I guess we'll just take this one step at a time. This weekend, or a few days ago, Doc and I opened the Hermitcraft Stock Exchange. That is super exciting stuff, man. Today we're going to be checking out who is number one in the company stock exchange exchanging here on the Hermitcraft server. But before we get to that, dudes, we have got so many other things to look at. Number one, have you noticed a little bit of a change in textorial action here in Minecraft? Oh baby, we're running the brand new textures that got released a few days ago. And I gotta say, man, I am liking them a lot. Look at these new wood textures. Looking magnificent. I guess throughout today's episode, we will see a few of the new textures too. But I must say, I am liking what I'm seeing, man. The more that the new textures get updated, the more that I like them. So keep on going, Mojang. Keep them textures coming. What else is going on? Well, we're here today in Big Logs Incorporated, my dudes. We are here to check on profits. You see, over the last couple of weeks or so, I have been buying every single stack of wood that is being put into the butt barge. In fact, let me break it down for you guys, exactly what a day in the life of a ReNDoG looks like. I wake up in the morning, I have myself a bowl of Cheerios and a cup of coffee, I log onto the Hermitcraft server, and I buy every stack of logs from the butt barge. I have so many logs right now, guys. It is absurd. And of course, I'm buying all the logs to make sure that we own the monopoly for the log business here on the Hermitcraft server. And it looks like my strategy might be working. However, the bad news is I've probably spent close to 4 stacks of diamonds in the butt barge so far, and we've made a measly 36 diamonds here. Haven't quite made a profit yet on our wholesale buying from the convex, but, you know, we still got another half a year at least on this server, so hopefully the conbutts will get bored of cutting down trees at some point. And we can start making a little bit of a profit. 36 diamonds this week, though. Not gonna lie, guys, that is not a bad deal, right? I'm pretty happy with that. Well, I guess that's going to be added into the bling blang blocks. You guys ready to see a little bit of bling blang action? Did I say bling blang blocks? I think I did say bling blang blocks. We're going to have to rename this thing, aren't we? I'm going to add this half a stack of diamonds to my 4 stacks of diamonds plus a smidge. That's right, guys. Over the last few days or so, I have been strip mining like nobody's business, storing up a bunch of diamonds. Because as I mentioned earlier, Doc and I opened the stock exchange, and guys, I gotta tell you, the Hermits are going crazy in that stock exchange, and Doc and I need a little bit of collateral just in case there is some sort of a stock market crash in the future on the server. Also, need a ridiculous amount of diamonds to buy logs from the conbut, so yeah, I have spent many hours underground digging away at some diamonds. Now, that has all resulted in some very interesting things that we're going to be taking a look at today. You know, after about 6 months or so on a server, guys, it's important to do a little bit of spring cleaning. Do you know what I'm saying? You got resources all over the show, you got chests all over the place, and over the last few days or so since the last video, I have been doing a bit of cleaning, and that is a brand new cactus texture, isn't it? Brain, hello, what's wrong with you? I think I need some more coffee, guys. Give me 1 second. There we go, man. But that is a brand new cactus texture, right? Looking absolutely awesome. I actually like that texture a lot. Very nice. The thorns are now like white instead of black, right? interesting change. We might be able to use this texture now for some color variants and stuff, so that's kind of exciting. Anyway, take a look at this, guys. Oak, birch, acacia, dark oak, jungle, spruce. We have got, well, a ridiculous amount of logs right now. The irony of this, guys, is that I have not cut down a tree in about 4 weeks' time. The industrial island of Big Logs Incorporated has been barren since the Conbutts decided to take on the log business. I have not planted a sapling forever. And, well, basically, the Conbutts have filled up my supplies here quite nicely, and it looks like they keep on doing it. So I'm not going to be complaining, man. As long as that barge gets filled with logs, I'm going to be stocking up our excess overflow over here. And, well, this is a beautiful thing for any business to have a warehouse full of excess stock. Am I right? We just got to make sure we can sell all of this by the end of the season, I guess. And, well, speaking of storage systems, there's a little something that I've been working on also off camera. But before we get to that, guys, we need to solve a little bit of a problem that we have with the Grand Central Station project, and that is, of course, Dark Prismarine. Well, a certain hermit on this server has come to our rescue. Take a look at this! Azuma, my dude.
Ren! How you doing, buddy?
Man, dude, it's been a long time since these two handsome people have been in the same video, you know what I mean?
I was about to say, although I look different these days.
They're getting a little bit close there. Personal space, my dude.
Ren, I need a handshake from you.
Okay.
I need you to agree that you won't tag me.
Oh yeah, I am it, right?
Here on camera. I just noticed the colour of your trousers. I was like, man, why is Ren like wearing leather pants? And then it's like, oh yeah, he's tagged.
you know what though, X? Like the thing is, like I'm way too nice of a person to plan something like as dastardly as tagging you like this. So
yeah,
you don't have to
I know
worry.
you're good.
We can have a
You're not
handshake.
like
It's got to be a running high five though. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
3,
running
2,
high
1.
five.
No taggage. Bam.
Nice.
Nice. Oh man.
All right, that's cool.
So
what
listen,
can I help you with today?
yeah, I'm working on this monstrosity thing, this beast of a build.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's turned into the McDonald's playpen.
It reminds me of Simon Says.
Yeah. Or Hungry Hippos.
Or that one, yeah, yep.
I'm kind of stuck though, because I need a ridiculous amount of dark prismarine. I'm talking about like 1,000 blocks plus. And honestly, I don't want to give the Conbutts any more diamonds. So.
Yep, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Do you have a supply of ink sacs?
Full symmetry, my neighbor is gonna hook me up.
That's awesome, because I also am in need of crazy amounts of dark prismarine.
I see. Well,
but luckily for you, I have stupid amounts of prismarine.
Okay.
So it should be good for the both of us.
Well, okay. Like you show me where. I'm gonna follow you. Okay.
Well, just quickly before, I kind of feel like for the people watching my video that might not know what this build is, this is the Hermitcraft Rail Network main station, right? This is where all the rail lines are going to meet.
This is Grand Central, and each color like represents the different terminals. So this is West Terminal that goes west. The yellow one is North Terminal, goes north. The green is South Terminal, goes south. And the red is, well, East Terminal.
It's going to be amazing, right? These lines are going to go all around the server. You can ride them, check out all the builds.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's so exciting.
One
of those lines will end up going all the way to my base.
Yep, that's right.
Because it goes past Grians and Mumbos. So if you want to head over there, let's fly and enjoy the view.
I kind of want to show my peeps where you live because we haven't actually seen you yet. Let's try. Come on, jeez.
Come on.
Okay, we're good.
Awesome.
Oh, that was some...
Don't you just love this piratey area down here? The transition between the shopping area and oh, it's so gorgeous.
I love it. I love the fact that we have like a pirate ship next to a modern day airport, but yeah.
Yeah, only on Hermitcraft, right?
Yep.
So this is how I get to my base. I generally just rocket up high.
Yeah.
I get to about here and I just fly past Grians in a straight line. Sometimes I'll even just leave the game flying while I like alt and tab and do some editing and then come back in a bit.
That is like the most chilled way to get to your base that I've ever seen. So this is the X hole.
Yeah, it's the hole in the ocean. It's a horrible work in progress because I have a plan to build a mega structure here using a ton of dark prismarine.
Okay.
I'm just having the worst time trying to get all the parts together. So, like, there's been times when I've tried to build it, and as you can see, though, I've got guardian farms, right?
Yeah, it's basically one giant guardian farm, and the walls are the murder apparatus. I like it.
Exactly. When it's done properly, it will literally be just a full box guardian farm, and this stuff produces like a lot of prismarine. So
awesome.
Over here, this thing's probably filling up.
Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot. Okay.
There is more stashed over here as well. So yeah, let's talk numbers and
let's talk business
and whatnot.
So you need prismarine. I need prismarine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As a fellow log fella, I'm willing to sweeten the deal too. Okay.
Okay.
For the rest of the season, access to prismarine shardage for the ReNDoG. That's me. Ladies, get in line. You know what I'm saying?
There's some F5 action going on.
Yeah. Yep. You get a double chest of stacks of logs of your choice.
That's a good deal. I thought you were going to say that I would get also lifetime access to your logs, but I know how taxing that can be. Like,
well,
once I've built a farm, these things just poop out constantly.
Yeah.
So logs are my choice.
Logs are your choice.
Can I have a mix?
Yep. You can have whatever you want. You put the order in.
A double chest, right?
Double chest. I will deliver. You know what? Make it 2 double chests.
2 double chests. Goodness me.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm thinking. A double chest has 6 rows in it, and there's 6 type of wood. So how about what would that be? 18 stacks of each type of wood?
Okay.
Okay, that's a wonderful deal, my friend.
Yeah, that's all the wood you'll ever need.
Literally all the wood? Well, no, I'll definitely run out.
Yeah.
At some point, I'll build something with a stupid amount of hoppers.
And I think that's a pretty good deal, because that's like a lifetime supply of wood for a lifetime supply of prismarine shardage.
Yeah, man, I think that's an epic deal.
Okay.
Shall we high five again?
Yep, running high five. Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
jeez.
We messed it up.
Okay, wait. Let's try again. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Go.
I think that was good enough.
Yeah,
there was some lag involved there. You sort of teleported past me, I think.
Oh. Is that going to make a cringe compilation X? I think it might.
I don't know. I've never seen a Hermitcraft cringe compilation video, but now I've got this weird fear that one will appear.
What have we done? What have we done? Oh, the shame. The shame.
Ren, how many clips of you and I recording together end with you hanging your head in shame?
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Oh, it's amazing. Buddy.
Oh, man. Okay, well, that's a good deal, my dude. I'm happy, and your logs will be delivered fresh.
Awesome. You know where to collect your prismarine from.
Yeah.
There is chests over here.
Okay, sweet.
There are chests over there. And then on the other side, there's like a big hole with chests going down all the way. One thing I would advise, though, if you can like stand here occasionally in AFK, it makes a huge difference.
I shall do that, of course.
I don't actually do a lot of AFKing here, so there's like a backup supply or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yes. Yes. Right. We're not going to have a problem with prismarine. I could see why you took that deal so quickly there, Mr. Voigt.
Yep, I got plenty of prismarine.
Do not adjust your monitors, Minecrafters from all over the world. Diorite is actually looking a little bit better right now in the new textures. Looks like good old Mrs. D has had a bit of a makeover. She's had her wardrobe adjusted and not looking so much like bird poop anymore. In fact, we might be able to use diorite for something other than bird poop now. Although I can't really think about what. Maybe an ash pit in a dead fire or something? Although it does go pretty nicely with the prismarine, and it actually looks a little bit like dead coral to me, so maybe diorite might be a little bit more useful in the future if they keep going with this texture pack update. Like it, though. I think that's looking pretty good. I'd love to see what polished diorite looks like, although I don't really want to mess with Azuma's stash over here, so maybe we'll have a look at that at some other time. But yeah, here we are, my dudes, in Azuma's ocean pit. I think we've broken a pretty good deal with our fellow log fella from Season 4. Unlimited Prismarine for 2 double chests worth of logs. And, well, the Concorp have worked extremely hard to make this deal possible. So a big thanks to the Concorp for allowing us to get all the dark prismarine that we need to continue the Grand Central Station build. Oh, it's almost like some sort of great irony or serendipity of some kind. All of that hard log chopping by the Conbutts is gonna make for ourselves a beautiful Grand Central Station. Thanks, boys. Anyway, guys, just delivered all of the logs to Azuma's ocean hole over here. We got 2 double chests worth of logs. Big Logs Incorporated delivery right over here. That should probably be more than enough wood for Azuma to get on with for at least the next few months or so. I don't know what his plans are for the rest of the series, but yeah, that is quite a lot of logs, of which, did I mention I didn't actually cut down a single one of those. So yeah, great stuff. But that is going to give us complete access to all of the Prismarine around here, which is super exciting, guys. We need a ridiculous amount of Prismarine shards for the next part of Grand Central Station, because we need to make dark Prismarine, and I believe this is where all the Prismarine is at. And of course, I will do a little bit of AFKing down here to ensure that I don't just suck up all of Azuma's hard-earned Prismarine shards. Man, it's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt to get. I've got a whole bunch of transport chests over here that we can use to fill up with dark Prismarine. And then, well, all of those diamonds that I sort of got out of the ground over the last few days or so, the countless hours that I've spent underground mining diamonds, probably going to end up in False Symmetry's wallet, because we're going to need a bunch of ink to make all of this dark Prismarine. So yeah, let me pick up myself a few shards over here, my dudes, and then we'll head back to the shopping district. Now, while I'm doing this, we have got another very interesting deal that has arrived on our doorstep. Speaking about the log business, there's another hermit on this server who is very interested in taking down the Conbutts, as much as I am interested in taking down the Conbutts, and that has resulted in a rather interesting alliance. And this alliance was proposed by quite a few of you guys in the comment section of the last few episodes, and well, this hermit and I decided that we should make this a thing because, well, the Conbutts need to go down. Take a look at this.
Yo, Ren, what's going on, my friend?
Mr. SV, welcome to my stump.
This is your stump.
Yeah.
This is Big Logs, right? Is that what you named this?
This is Big Logs Incorporated. Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I've been a patron here before. I can tell you that.
Excellent. I am Don ReNDoG. Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah. I would tell you this. I will support this business way before I ever support whoever's trying to sell stuff below yours and what do they call it? Undercut the the
Conbutts, dude. I don't even want to talk about them, man. I have been. They're going for the Don ReNDoG. You know, my dude, I'm a nihilist, man. The Ren Basquiat bites. You know, I don't like conflict, dude.
Right.
You know?
And these guys, they think they own the server. You know, like they came and they just completely graffitied my iTrade the other day.
Me too.
Like, we can't have that.
What's this? What's this above here? It's foul.
Oh my goodness.
It's like a giant poop in my log.
Oh my gosh. See what I mean? Mm-hmm. These guys, we got to teach them a lesson. And they're trying to undercut your wood business. Yeah. And guess what, man? I'm coming to you today with an offer because I recently have come into quite a bit of this good stuff.
Ooh. Ooh, hello.
Yeah.
Now we're cooking with gas, my dude. This is the worst type of wood to mine. Also, it's so painful cutting down oak trees.
Not for me, it's not, because I don't use my axe in the slightest, man. I have an automatic tree farm, and I get this stuff pretty much for free. It costs me a little bit of bone meal. That's it. I can AFK and get this stuff.
Well, Mr. SV, my dude, you know, we can come to some agreement here, my dude. I like the sound of this.
That's what I was hoping for. That's exactly what I was hoping for. And at the same time, we can take down the Conbutts.
That's right, my dude. Like I've been buying every single stack of log that they put in their stupid barge, but that means that every week I'm spending like 3-4 hours mining diamonds. Like, let's just put them out of business, my dude.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Let's do that.
Okay.
So here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. I will supply these pretty cheap because it's easy for me to get. That way you can sell them for just as cheap as whatever they're trying to sell them for. and then they will have no business after that.
Ooh. Okay, so we're selling logs for 2 diamonds a stack here. So you're suggesting we lower the price of birch and oak to 1 diamond a stack?
Yep.
Okay, all right. I could think about that. That sounds pretty good to me.
I could take maybe like a small cut of that, right? Like I could get a small cut. I'm not asking for much. You know, you tell me what's fair. I mean, if you're selling a stack of diamonds, right? And I could supply you like, I don't know. I was thinking,
you know what? We're going to keep the price the same.
We'll work it out.
All right? But we go 50-50 on the profits.
Ooh, that's even more than I was thinking. I'll take it.
Yeah, my dude, like, listen, I'm not a greedy person. I'm happy to share, man. I don't ever want to cut down another tree again. If you can help me with that, then we're good. So we go 50-50 on oak and birch. And that sounds like a great deal to me.
And that might maybe potentially fund another project that I could expand to other types of wood eventually.
Ooh, now we're cooking, my dude.
What I'm saying?
Okay, we're going to have to seal the deal with the running high five. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah, I can do it. Ready?
All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Bam!
I think I punched you in the face. Oh, man. Hey, so did you want to check out my little factory, my little operation? Just make sure it's, legit and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, please. Impulse, where have you brought me, dude? This is horrifying.
I know. This is my secret warehouse, and it is, it's not great looking, but it is very functional.
Okay, I am really nervous right now. There's just explosions everywhere. I feel like I'm going to die at any moment.
Yeah. So this is my tree farm. Basically, I have a little system that I can grow a tree, and it'll take the wood part and just kind of move it into a wither cage where the wither blows it up, and we can store it like pretty easily. So
okay.
See, I just started working on my birch operation because I have plenty of oak now. So I'm gonna be generating a lot more birch that you can buy from me, and we can put in the store.
Very nice, dude. Very nice. You know what? I've just had an idea.
Okay.
We need to make some sort of a warehouse somewhere to store all of this, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We need some sort of a log house, if you will.
Yes. I love it. Yes, because we're gonna have lots of stock, and it's not all gonna fit in the store.
That's right.
That's
it's definitely not going to fit in the store. Like, we need to make a better version of that stupid barge, which really smells, man. They haven't cleaned out the toilets in weeks, my dude. It is terrible on there.
Just like them, yeah. That's
typical.
Classic.
Okay.
You want to see this thing in motion, man?
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cool to watch. So just like,
okay,
I guess you're safe probably where you're at.
All right. I've got to keep my fingers and appendages out of any moving bits, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be careful. All right, so I'm gonna plant a tree, and you'll see what happens. It grows, it gets crushed, it gets moved all over the place.
Oh, jeez.
It's pretty crazy.
Oh, wow, look at this.
Did you live, or did you get crushed?
No, I'm good. I'm good. This is like an actual industrial operation of doom.
Exactly. You have no idea how much I hate cutting down trees with an axe.
So you would,
This is me taking like vengeance on that whole process, man.
Well, it's starting to make sense. Like, you spent probably 50 hours on this. You know how many trees you could have cut down in the same amount of time you took to build this. That's hilarious.
But that's no fun. Come on, me, I like redstone.
Well, my dude, this is a very exciting business venture, and down with the con butts, I say. Let's do this thing, baby.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, isn't that cute? But it's wrong! Now we be cooking with some texture gas, cyberdiggity dogs. Ooh, baby, the new stone brick texture's looking fabulous. I absolutely love it. I think this is as close to perfect as we're going to get for the new stone texture. I really hope we don't make many more changes to it than this. You know, one of the problems that I had with the previous stone brick texture update was that it was very soft, right? It wasn't very pixelated, so it was very difficult to match with some of the other gray blocks, but this new version looks like it might match quite nicely with stone and andesite and cobblestone and whatnot. Speaking of which, welcome everybody to what I've been doing for the last few days on the Hermitcraft server. This is, of course, our bacon mine, and as you can see, it has been baconated beyond recognition. I have mined out approximately 4 chunks here, a chunk here, a chunk here, a chunk there, and there, not only at level 11, but below level 11 too. If we come all the way down here, you guys can see that I've done the same to the bottom part of the chunk also, and managed to pick up a ton of diamonds out of that particular process. More importantly, though, I have managed to pick up an insane amount of resources out of this mine. And you know what, guys? We're going to do a little bit of an experiment over here. I've got all of these chests here for cobblestone. This is for other stuff also. So I've got a bunch of redstone, a bunch of iron and gold out of here. We've got bunches of lapis and coal and slime, because actually these 4 chunks seem to all be slime chunks. They seem to load slimes whenever I'm trying to mine down here. So we actually have an insane amount of resources from this. Of course, we've got a bunch of granite, bunch of andesite. Ooh, granite is looking kind of interesting too. Shall we have a quick look at this? Ooh, that's kind of spicy. Kind of like that, man. Very, very good. But yeah, I've been down here mining my butt off, guys, to get myself enough diamonds to keep buying the Conbut's logs. And now that we're in business with Impulse and his tree farm, man, it's just a matter of time before the barge goes out of freaking business, baby. Even though we're now sharing half of our birch and oak profits with Impulse, that's okay. Big Logs Incorporated getting into conglomerations with some of the big industrial dogs on this server. And as, of course, we have just launched the new stock exchange, it's probably good that our business is doing business with one of the biggest players on the server. I like it, my dudes. Anyway, let's have a look at some of these other grey textures. Oh, that's beautiful. The cracked stone looking amazing. Andesite's had an update too, and that andesite is so much better than the previous andesite. All of the green has been taken out of it, and look at that, man. We might be able to do a little bit of block variation once again in Minecraft, whereas before it was looking a little bit, you know, it wasn't really working out because the blocks weren't really sharing the same gray palette and whatnot. But that, my friends, is very exciting to me. The cobblestone is still a little bit darker, a little bit higher contrast than the other blocks, but I think that we might be onto something here with the new textures, man. Absolutely loving it, guys. That is what I'm talking about. Now, we've got all of these beautiful resources down here, my dudes. I have got a little bit of a plan cooking in my brain to make use of all of this stuff, right? I mean, we have got some pretty insane amounts of resources over here. Maybe we could find some sort of a smart way to sell all of this stuff in the shopping district, and we need to kind of start diversifying our businesses at the moment. You know, at the moment we're selling logs, which is great, but that's basically all we're selling right now, and that's probably why you know, it's kind of easy for the Conbuts to come and have a go at our business, because we don't really have any other businesses that are bringing in the bling blangs for us. So my plan over the next few weeks or so is to diversify a little bit and maybe do a little something with all of these resources that we've gathered down here. So yeah, that's the bacon mine, guys. That's what I've been doing for the last few days. Very, very good. Now, in that period of time, there has been some pretty incredible movers and shakers on the Hermitcraft Stock Exchange. Doc and I had no idea that the Hermits would get so involved in the project so quickly, guys. But let me tell you something, man. Those Hermits have been going absolutely cray in the Stock Exchange. And let's go take a quick look at who's leading the stock exchange leaderboard, so to speak. Which one of the Hermit companies out there is currently the most valuable? I haven't had a look yet. I'm kind of curious. If we can get home without dying, that is. Jeez. And now, fellow wolves of Hermit Street, please sit back and relax for our feature presentation. Which of the Hermitcraft companies is currently #1 on the stock exchange? This is the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm super excited, guys. I've been mining diamonds for 3 freaking days in order to come and buy some stocks here, and this is going to be my first look into what has been going down in the stock market of Hermitcraft. I hear there's been some pretty big movers and shakers, guys. In fact, Doc told me he brokered an absolutely massive deal yesterday. No idea what that's all about. But if you want to see that, go check out Doc's channel, man. I know that he's been doing some great business here in the stock exchange, even though we've only been open for a couple days, man. Geez. Shall we pop our head in here and have a look at who is number one right now? Also, I would like to buy some stocks myself. Doc and I worked so hard on this project that we kind of completely forgot about the fact that we ourselves could in fact buy some stocks. So shall we do some investing today? That sounds like a plan. But first and foremostly, guys, welcome back to the stock exchange. Man, this place looking snazzy. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness. Wow, there has been some serious trade going on over here, guys. Oh my, look at this. This is crazy amount of stocks that have been sold. Okay, let's try and figure out who is at the top. Concorp, not actually looking that strong. Currently at a value of 8 diamonds with quite a few shares sold. HSC Holding, of course, Doc and I's company. Man, we are cooking with gas over here. We're currently trading at 16 diamonds per stock. Amazing. Who else have we got over here? Tango Tech rocking it up at 8 diamonds per stock at level 3. Jev Industries rocking it up at 8 diamonds per stock also. We've got Impulse Industries at 16 diamonds per stock. Oh my goodness, just a few more stocks on trade here before the price increases. This might be where we look at investing over here, guys. Impulse Industries, our brand new partner in crime in the log business. That's what I'm talking about. That might be worth throwing a couple diamonds at. Architects with a full 8 diamond value per stock. Excellent. Oh, and this might be a good trade also. Just a couple of shares away from the increase in price. The increase in price happens every 9 or so stocks. That's some insider trading information for you guys out there. So that might be worth investing in. Wells Corp looking at 8 diamonds per stock, also looking pretty strong. Ooh, 1 share away from an increase in value. Azuma Company absolutely rocking it at 16 diamonds per stock onto the 3rd line of stock here. That is crazy value there. Escalium Incorporated, pretty cheap right now, guys, at 4 diamonds per stock. That might be worth investing in. False Symmetry at 4 diamonds per stock. Oh, 1 stock away or 1 or 2 stocks away from an increase in price over there. So that is probably a good stock to invest in also. And if we have a look at our own stock over here, well, we've got a few stocks to go before we jump up to 32 diamonds per share there, I think. We might be able to push our own stock up in value here, which might be a worthwhile strategy. This is kind of unclear, my dudes, exactly which companies we're going to be investing in. Although, why don't we throw a bit of a leaderboard on the screen right now? Let's have a look at who is rocking. Looks like quite a few companies rocking it up at 16 diamonds per stock there, but a few of them are just a few stock trades away from going up to the next tier. So kind of exciting times here in the stock exchange, my dudes. Let's get our bling blang blocks out here, my dudes. And yes, it is the bling blang blocks. I'm going to rename this thing to the bling blang blocks, okay? It's going to happen before the end of this episode. Kind of hilariously behind the scenes, guys, a few of the hermits have been having a little bit of trouble using the stock exchange. It's not exactly the simplest process unless you watch the infomercial, which hopefully explains everything. However, I kind of wanted to go through the process today just to make sure that the system Doc and I have set up isn't too complicated for the hermits, right? Because actually I haven't done this myself. So why don't we go through what it will take to actually buy a few stocks here, right? Just to make sure the whole system is ticking over nicely. So I'm looking at Escalium Incorporated here, right? We have to take note of how many diamonds we're going to spend. So we're going to buy 1 stock of Escalium Incorporated shares. That's going to keep the stock at 4 diamonds per share. So at the moment we're at 4 diamonds. Now we're at 8 diamonds. Is that going to raise the value? Nope. 8 diamonds, 12 diamonds. That's going to keep the price there. 16 diamonds for Escalium Incorporated. Very good. 16 diamonds so far. Let's go up to 20 diamonds for Escalium Incorporated and 24 diamonds for Escalium Incorporated. That's still keeping the price at 4 diamonds. So while they're cheap, baby, let's keep it coming. So what's that? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28... and 32 diamonds. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that one raises it up to 8 diamonds per stock. Okay, so there we go. We will keep, we'll buy Escalium just to the point of where it goes up in price, right? So that's going to be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28 diamonds for Escalium Incorporated shares. Let's just get that divvied out right now, right? So that we don't forget, right, when we go down to the vault. So that's 28 diamonds for Escalium. Beautiful. False Symmetry, I think we definitely want to crank some shares into this baby also. This is going to be a pretty valuable share share to pick up right now, and actually looking pretty cheap at the moment. So, 4. And where did it go to over here? Oh, so we can buy a whole, up until this point over here. This looks at the position where the stock goes up in value, right? So let's take out shares of false symmetry also, all the way out to 3 shares over there, right? And the third will actually raise the value. Yeah, there we go. So that's going to be another 28 shares or 28 diamonds to purchase some false symmetry stock. Beautiful, man. We picked up both of these stock nice and cheap, dudes. This is what I'm talking about, baby. Now, let's have a look. I think I want to pick up some of our own shares over here. We're at 16 diamonds per share for HSE holding. That is starting to get quite expensive. Also, I think the price is going to go up here, right? So if we take this out, is that going to make it jump? No. Okay, so 1632. Shall we go to 64 diamonds worth of HSE holding shares? 64 diamonds. Okay, maybe we do another 64 diamonds, right? So that's 32. That's not pushed up. 32, another 32, that's not pushed up, so that's 3264, so that is 2 stacks of diamonds worth of HSE holding shares. I think one or 2 more stacks is going to push it up, right? So that's another 16. No, one more maybe. Boom, is that going to push it up? Dang it, that's not going to push it up either. One more maybe. Boom, there we go. Nice, that's going to push us up to the top of the scoreboard right now. So let me quickly update the scoreboard over here, guys. Bing! Nice. Whew, man, this requires a lot of logistics to keep track of the stocks that you are buying, guys. But I gotta say, as far as the stock exchange process is concerned, this is actually a lot of fun. Doc and I have made a really fun process over here. I'm loving it, man. Anyway, I've kind of sorted out the stocks here, right? So 28 diamonds for false symmetry stock, 28 diamonds for a scallium stock, 64 diamonds for this stack of HSE holdings, 64 diamonds for this because these are all 16 diamonds per share. And then we've got 16 diamonds per share over here. Also, so that's 48 diamonds for those 3 HSE holding shares, right? And that has pushed the price of HSE holding up by 1. I'm thinking we could probably pick up another stack of false symmetry shares because this stack is still at 4 diamonds per share, right? So if we take another stack, that's going to be 4 diamonds for that, right? Let's add that to there. That's false symmetry. So another 4 diamonds to there. And we'll add another 4 diamonds to Iskall also because the price hasn't gone up yet. Now the price has gone up, right? So there we go. Beautiful. That's just maximizing on our purchase over there. And that is basically 3 days of bacon mining for diamonds evaporated in about 5 minutes of trading on the stock exchange. But guys, I gotta say, man, that is super fun. I am having so much fun doing this, and we have literally just pushed HSE holding into the second highest bracket, 32 diamonds per share now. Pretty insane. Now we got to get ourselves down into the vault to pay for all of these shares, right? Which is kind of interesting. So first and foremost, Doc's head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hopefully the reset button didn't need to be hit there, but now we're going to fiddle with our own head over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Any action? Door opens. There we go. We got the ding. Boom, baby. Down the elevator we go. We call the elevator and we enjoy some elevator music on our way down. I might have the note block down though, right? No, we got note blocks on. There we go. Oh, feeling so rich with all of these shares right now, guys. This is absolutely amazing. Nice. All right, so let's begin with, let's have a look. That's Wells Corp. That's Architects. That's Impulse Industries. Oh, we didn't buy any Impulse shares, did we? We ended up buying our own shares instead. I need to save some diamonds to buy ink, though, so I'm not going to be able to buy any Impulse shares today. That is kind of bad. Anyway, there we go. We got the key to HSE holdings, so let's open up our vault over here. Very good. And we're going to be depositing the 64 diamonds for our holding shares, another 64 and another 48. And as this is our vault over here, I'll be able to put our shares into our storage over here, right? Just like that. Beautiful. I'll also be able to put our other shares into this storage system over here too. It looks like Doc hasn't made any purchases yet. And of course, let's lock our vault over here. Good stuff. Now, let's find Iskallium. That's iJevan Industries. There's False Symmetry Industries. Excellent. So next up, we've got to pay for False Symmetry Industries. So let's put all of Falsey's shares here in our inventory we might as well just collect all of these shares over here, right? Then we're going to pick up all the Iskall shares too, plus the 32 diamonds to pay for that. So, man, this is so much fun. I'm loving this, man. Okay, so there we go. 32 diamonds for false symmetry industry shares. Beautiful. Let's lock that vault again, and we'll be able to put our false symmetry shares in our own vault over there. And let's find ourselves Iscallium Incorporated. It's right over here. Beautiful. Let's crank that sucker in there, and that's going to be 32 diamonds for Iskall shares. Beautiful. And let's lock that sucker again. Beautiful. And now we can deposit all of the shares that we purchased today in our own vault over here. And let's get that in there, baby. False symmetry shares are beautiful, looking spicy. That's what I'm talking about. And Iscallium shares also. I think we'll keep like the big dogs in the top chest and the lower value shares here at the moment, just to keep it nice and organized, right? So there's all of our HSE holding shares. Beautiful. And guys, that is absolutely amazing, man. I wonder if any other hermits have taken out a vault inside of the vault over here. Let's take a quick look. To open up the bling blang chest. Oh, I can't even remember the combination over here. I think it's like that, right? No, that's not it. Is it like this? Dang it. What's the combination? There it is. Oh, there's a creeper in there. Okay. This is not good. Oh, no. Okay, this could go horribly wrong right now, guys. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Oh, jeez, that is just... And he... Oh... That was a little bit too much for my heart to handle right there, guys. So much redstone around here can get blown up by creepers. Anyway, let's get ourselves back into the vault, please. Did I forget the combination again? Is this even worth it? This is probably not even worth the effort over here, guys. Honestly, something is going to go horribly wrong over here. I can feel it in my freaking bones right now. You know what, guys? That creeper tilted me something fierce, man. I'm not even gonna bother going into the vault. I'm sure there are some hermits that have taken out some private vaults in there. I just don't want anything to do with it right now, man. If I break something in that vault, if something explodes because of me, I'm gonna be very sad. My brother Doc will never forgive me, man. Oh, man. Wow, that was fun. Although, I must say, I'm feeling kind of like I've just left a casino, if you know what I'm saying. I literally just spent a whole bunch of diamonds that took me 2 or 3 days worth of bacon mining to get. And I have basically no diamonds left to show for it. Excellent. We do have a bunch of shares now, though, and most importantly, we own a little bit of our own company, HSE Holding, and that's going to stop anybody, taking the majority of our company while we're sleeping at night or something, right? That could be pretty bad. Oh, man. Anyway, there is one more shop that we need to visit today, guys, before we get going with placing down some blocks, and that is False Symmetry's awesome ink shop, and this is probably where we're going to be spending the remainder of our diamonds, because, well, as we have been trying to do today, we need a bunch of dark prismarine, and the only way we can get dark prismarine is with a bunch of ink and a dunk of prismarine shards. Wow. Give me 1 second, dudes. I need some more coffee, man. That creeper tilted me something fierce. All right, there we go. Back on track. 28 diamonds left, guys. Wow. Absolutely insane. 3 diamonds per stack, 4 ink. Excellent. And it looks like there's quite a lot of ink here available. So, Falsey, here's a whole bunch of diamonds for you. I would recommend using them in the stock exchange. Go and do some investing. Get yourself some shares up in there, man. Maybe invest in your own company before one of us buys the whole thing out. You know what I mean? Anyway, there we go. A whole bunch of ink sacks, guys. That should actually be quite a few dark prismarine blocks. Hopefully that should be able to turn all of the prismarine that we got from Izuma today into all of the dark prismarine that we need for the Grand Central Station, for the bit of Grand Central Station that we're going to be doing today. So amazing stuff, guys. What a freaking episode so far, man. My brain is melting. Now, to the untrained eye, this episode might seem like it's going swimmingly and everything is just fine in the brain of the ReNDoG. Unfortunately, my dudes, the reality is it's absolute carnage in my brain right now. There's so many things to cram into today's episode. I do hope I have covered everything that has happened over the last few days. The only thing we haven't covered yet, of course, is the taggage situation. I'm still wearing the trousers, and I haven't quite figured out who I'm going to tag next. We'll do that in an episode or 2 from now. Can't do everything in one episode, right? And to be honest with you guys, I'd like to just start placing down some blocks with you guys, man. I'm very, very glad that we managed to get ourselves a bunch of Dark Prismarine from Azuma Void. That means we can progress here with the Grand Central Station project. Thanks for the feedback in the last episode, guys, about the McDonald's playground in the center over here. There were some very interesting suggestions, actually. One of you suggested maybe we use some terracotta instead of concrete for some lighter colors, some sort of less playful colors. And I think that's a great idea. Oh, by the way, there was also an amazing suggestion which I have made in the center of Grand Central that I think is absolutely perfect. We were thinking about using a different type of glass last episode, weren't we? And we were trying to figure out whether to use clear glass or white glass. And one of you guys suggested using black glass, which I think is exactly the glass that we need to use. Also, we're using the clear glass texture pack here. It looks like our Hermitcraft texture pack has been updated with that, which is excellent. And that actually makes it look a lot better too, right? Let's have a look. Are we actually using the, let's have a look here, resource packs. Oh yes, I am using the clear glass texture, Iskal's clear glass texture. Let's get rid of that for now and just have a look at what this might look like in vanilla. I still think the black's going to look great, even with the vanilla textures. There we go. Yeah. Oh, and this is the new glass texture. It looks like it a little bit lighter on the sort of pixels in the center. But yeah, when we get that beautiful reef going downstairs, we were talking about making like a coral reef underneath here. We're going to be able to see all the light of that coral reef really popping through this black glass. I think that's a really great change. So thank you for that idea, guys. I think that's going to work out real good. We're not going to be working in here today, though, guys. We are going to be working on the outside of this build. And to kick things off, why don't we make ourselves a bunch of Dark Prismarine with all of this newly acquired shardage and inkage. Oh, man, that feels so good. It doesn't look like this is going to go very far, especially on the ink sac side of things. Might have to go hit the bacon mine again this evening to get a few more resources here. My goodness, guys. Why do we choose such resource-intensive builds on the Hermitcraft server? I tell you what, man, I'm going to make myself go gray doing this. Work on the freaking Hermitcraft server. Oh, man. Anyway, there we go. Bunch of Dark Prismarine, man. That is really, really great news. Now, one of the problems, of course, that we have with the current design of Grand Central is that it is looking very, very plasticky, isn't it? It's very white, very glassy, and there is a very desperate need for us to try and break up this very sort of flat texture. How many times did I say very in that sentence? And that is where the Dark Prismarine is going to come in, guys. Of course, Dark Prismarine, a beautiful texture. We've got these beautiful squares inside of the texture, right? And that's really going to help break up the flat whiteness of the build right now. It also sort of matches the build really nicely, right? Because we've got a bunch of squares in this build. We can see, well, I mean, we're playing Minecraft, so it's very squarey, but the Dark Prismarine has sort of small squares in it too, which kind of mimics the bigger squares of all of the glass that we've got going on in the project here, and I think that works out kind of nice. On top of that, it's just a beautiful color. It goes really well with the Prismarine lamps too, and all in all, you know, in the original design of this bad boy, which I'll throw up on screen for you now, boop, you can see that it really helps to bring the whole thing together, which is fantastic. Now, we're going to be laying down a bunch of Dark Prismarine, not only on the outside of the build, but on the inside too. But I thought we would start with the outside today, just so that we can sort of change the way that this thing looks. It's been looking exactly the same now for quite a few weeks, and I'm sure some of the Hermits are getting sick and tired of seeing this unfinished build in the middle of Aquatown. So the sooner we can lay down the Dark Prismarine, the better. Although I am starting to worry that we're not even going to have enough Dark Prismarine to finish off a small section of today's build. Oh my goodness, guys, we're going to need so much ink. We might have to have a chat with Falsey, our fairy pirate grotto partner in crime, see if we can get a discount on the ink sackages, right? Just to help us out a little bit here with the Grand Central project. I definitely don't want this project to take 7 months to finish, and if ink is basically now the only bottleneck that we have, right? I just spotted a wild hermit flying past there. But yeah, our bottleneck was Prismarine shards. It is now ink. So, Falsey, can you come to the rescue here? Can we get a discount on ink sacks? If I need to AFK at your ink farm for days on end, I will do it. Anything to get this project finished. Oh my goodness. Isn't it amazing, guys, what a little bit of color can do to enhance a build in Minecraft, man? Just by getting that really dark shaded Dark Prismarine into the build, we have broken up that flat whiteness and really brought a lot more depth into into the Grand Central Station project, man. That is so freaking sweet. I am loving it. Added a little bit more dark prismarine to the top here also, just to sort of break up this huge amount of white glass over here. I think that looks cool, although I think we'll probably raise it up a level. I did want to get a little bit of dark prismarine inside too, though, and also I think we could probably work a little bit on the outside surface here too. In the original build, we have these really cool spires that sort of go all the way up from either terminal, and maybe we can work a little bit on that today too. But check it out, man. I wanted to get a little bit more dark prismarine into the station itself, just to give you guys an idea, those of you who are following the build, how we actually put the whole thing together. And on the inside of the station, we're going to have basically a track of dark prismarine that is going to follow the path that runs on the floor of the station all the way around, right? So this dark prismarine is literally going to follow this sort of white support beam that we installed, and then we have dark prismarine, white, and then dark prismarine. And this prismarine down here will actually be visible from the outside too. When you fly past, you'll be able to see that little line of darkness through the walls of Grand Central, and that darkness is just once again going to help to break up that very flat whiteness of the build. And a very, very important part of this build to get in to make sure that that happens. But as you can see, man, that has already added a bunch of awesomeness into this particular corridor. I really like that. It's sort of broken up the flatness of the roof. It's added a little bit of depth into the whole build. And of course, it's now housing these sea lanterns over here. I pushed some sea lanterns underneath the path too, below a little bit of white stained glass. And that has actually worked out really good too, man. And now we've got pretty much full light, I guess, in the corridors. There was a little bit of spawning going on inside of the donut, which is why I needed to add a little bit of light in here. I think we're probably going to have to add some more light into it, but yeah, look at that prismarine, man, popping like nobody's business, baby. That is looking fantastic. Now, unfortunately, I think we are literally not going to have enough dark prismarine to do what I wanted to do today, which means I need to get in touch with False Symmetry ASAP about that ink shortage that we're currently facing. We've got literally 3 stacks of dark prismarine left, which is kind of unfortunate. So I tell you what, guys, we are going to do one little bit of more work here on Grand Central, and then I'm going to have to try get hold of our fairy pirate grotto partner for some more inkage. But we're going to be working on the spires of Grand Central Station, and this should be pretty cool. I think we're going to majority need a white concrete for this, and I don't think we'll need too much prismarine, so we'll probably be able to do this. And I've prepared a little bit of white concrete off camera here, and basically what we're going to do is try and create some really awesome shapes here, some really massive shapes that are going to sort of tie this entire build together in a really fancy way. Unfortunately, I need to have a quick look at the screenshots before we do this, guys, so I'll see you on the other side of this very derpy kaplam. Kaplam. That dark prismarine, guys, really tying the room together. The big ReNDoG approves. It's looking absolutely awesome. Been working a little bit on what looks to be like a giant water slide, but is actually just a really interesting little spire that we're going to be adding to the Grand Central Station build. It's not that tricky to make. There's kind of like a little formula that you need to follow to make something like this, and I thought I would take you guys through this because it looks really tricky to make when you look at the build, but actually it's kind of simple to follow because it is literally a curve that goes all the way up, and what we're going to be doing is adding a little bit of yellow glass on this side. Each terminal's spires are going to be color matched by whatever color terminal they are, but we'll get to that in a second. First and foremost, let's try and make this little curve over here, and as you guys can see, we are simply following a little bit of a formula over here, right? So we're going to start all the way at the bottom with 3 blocks flat like this. Then we're going to go another 3 blocks like this, right? Now that we've made the first one, we can just very easily copy the one next to it to get this thing built. And what we're trying to do here is create a very gentle gradient, right? So we're going to have a little bit of a gradient here that goes up a block at a time, and then we're going to switch from going on the horizontal to going on the vertical. So we're going to go block, 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 and then we're going to go 2 blocks up, right, and across, 2 blocks up and across, 2 blocks up and across, then 3 blocks up and across, 3 blocks up and across, and then 4 blocks up and across. I think that's about what I've done over there, something like that. But you, of course, can do your own gradient this way. And as you can see, it's really simple to make, right? Once you've got the design. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I think it's 5 of these single blocks. So this is going to be the 4th and then the 5th one up like so. And now we're going to start going vertically, right? Yep, now we're going to go vertically. So 2 blocks vertical and across, and then another 2 blocks vertical and across like so. And as you guys can see, if you just follow your formula like this, you can make these really cool looking curves in Minecraft look really, really sweet, right? Now we're going to go 3 up, right? Nice and simple. So now we're 3 up and across, and then another 3 up and across. And like I said, once you've got your initial design in, then you're good as gravy, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we're just going to go 4 all the way up to the top. So that's looking pretty awesome. There we go, baby. Nice. I love it. Also, by the way, I added a little bit more dark prismarine in here, but these central things we're going to leave free of dark prismarine. I added some dark prismarine going along the edge of the side there. And actually, I think what we're probably going to do is add even more dark prismarine in here. I kind of want the dark prismarine to kind of look like its own structure here at Grand Central Station. So maybe we'll add dark prismarine all the way down to the water surface. And we'll do the same on that side. But these central ones, these ones we're going to keep white. And that's just going to add a little bit of depth when it comes to these things sort of flowing over the top of the donut over here, right? Shall we take to the air and take a quick look at what this might look like? There we go. Nice. Oh, man. That's some serious airtime from Tridog 77. But there we go. That's looking fantastic, guys. Look at that. Very, very nice. So we're working on yellow terminal over here. Great stuff. Now, I don't think I have enough yellow glass to do what I want to do over here. Let's take a quick look down here. I think I've got a shulker box full of different glass types somewhere. There's a little bit of yellow glass over here, but that is definitely not going to be enough. Though we've got a bunch of clear glass over here, and I believe I have a shulker box. I've got 1 dandelion. That's not good. A couple of dandelion dye over here. So it looks like I'm going to have to go get myself a bunch of dandelions so that we can make a bunch of yellow glass. But I guess I can just quickly show you what I'm going to be doing over here, right? It's going to be very, very simple indeed. If we can just fly up here. Oh, geez. Hang on. There we go. And there we go. A little bit of lag on the server with some of the hermits here. But basically what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to fill up all of the space in between our white concrete spire and the surface over here with the color of the glass that is the terminal, right? So we're currently working on the yellow terminal. So we're going to fill all of this space in with glass all the way up to the top, right? And in fact, we're going to go all the way up to the point where this spire goes. And I think this is the last block. Yeah, so we're actually going to go all the way over here. And this glass spire is going to go all the way higher than the sort of white support beam. And in fact, it's going to go about as high as the Elytra Tower. And that's going to give that really cool effect of that spire that we saw in the original design of this. So let me go get myself a little bit more yellow glass, guys. Then we can finish this off, man. But, whoo, baby, coming together a treat. As the moon rises above Hermit Island, I think it's safe to say, my friends, that this build is coming together a treat, man. Whew. These spires are just adding such a beautiful little point of interest to the build. And I gotta say, the flyby just looks absolutely magnificent, right? When we fly past this building. Absolutely amazing. I've installed all of that yellow glass that I was telling you guys about, and I'll quickly show you what it looks like a little bit closer, just to give you an idea of how we did it. We basically filled all of that space between the the column going all the way up to the top and the surface of Grand Central, and then we've got this little shard of glass that sort of sneaks its way out through the top, and just started working on some of the other support beams over here. But yeah, we are well and truly out of dark prismarine, guys, which means, unfortunately, the episode is going to come to an end. I need to figure out a way to get more dark prismarine, but as you can see, hi Tango, bye Tango. The build is coming along a treat, man. Tango just flew straight through the spire. How awesome was that, man? Some sweet action shots going on. But yeah, that's coming together great. So now all I need to do is get glass for the different color terminals. We need blue, we need red, we need green, and hopefully I can get these things thrown up by the next episode. And next episode, we can sort of finish off all of the dark prismarine work and start working on a project over at the Ren Symmetry Pirate Grotto Fairy Hole of Awesomeness. Man. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it from me today. Thank you so much for watching the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. it, man. And if you did, don't forget to smack the like button, guys. Really helps keep me motivated, helps YouTube to realize that there's some sweet stuff happening here on the ReNDoG channel, and of course shows your fellow viewers that this was an episode that you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, man, don't forget to smack that freaking subscribe button, jingle jangle that bell like nobody's business, baby, so you can keep up to date with this series. I mean, we're starting to cook with gas now, and things are coming together real nice here at Grand Central. You don't want to miss a beat of the action over the next few weeks or so. Anyway, that's enough rambling from me, guys. Thank you for watching. ReNDoG signing out. Hey, my friends, we'll smell you all in the next episode.